Here now to talk more about the case and how it proceeds forward, trial attorney and legal analyst Misty Marris. Misty, thank you. How does this confession, so to speak, impact the case against all four of those arrested?
So, Marnie, this is so interesting because we had spoken a lot about this case, and whenever there's a conspiracy, there's four individuals involved here, there's always going to be potential finger pointing, and somebody might be cooperative with the police and ultimately with prosecutors for the purposes of getting a better deal. Never in my wildest dreams did I think it would be the grandmother who presumably would be the person in the position to have a motive in this case. So this confession, in the documents, it says it was a custodial interview, which means that it was done while she was in custody. So there could be multiple outcomes here. One is that she gave this interview willingly because she is seeking to have some sort of potential plea deal or be the one that speaks about each individual's role with prosecutors. The other could be that once she gets a defense attorney, that they challenge the statement, and they challenge it on legal grounds about eliciting a statement when somebody is in custody. Did she ask for a lawyer? Was she intimidated? Is it truthful? All of that. So I could see this going one of those two ways as this case proceeds.
And also, you've got four people who are charged in this murder and conspiracy. How do the cases go before a judge? Do they go simultaneously? Who goes first in a trial like this?
Usually they would all have to be separate and severed. And quite frankly, if I'm the defense attorney for some of the other individuals who are wrapped up in this conspiracy, and I hear that Adams, the grandmother, the one that presumably has motive, again, based on the familial relationship and, of course, the child custody battle and all of that, I would be telling my client, maybe we should be talking about cooperating, because if to the extent that somebody has information that could help find the mastermind of the plan, that could be useful to prosecutors. But Marnie, a case like this will often be severed, and that's because each individual presumably has a different role, different level of accountability in the actions, and therefore would have different defenses when the case goes to trial. Who goes first? That could be a matter of procedure. We probably won't see that for a while, but I don't think this case could possibly be tried together.
And the confession and any sort of plea deal are looking for some leniency from the prosecution. Would it be just to remove the death penalty in this case? What would be the motivation?
Yes, presumably it would be to remove the death penalty to the extent that there's something we don't know behind the scenes. We're all making an assumption that the child custody battle is the root of this, right? That was the motive. We're all making an assumption that the grandmother is the mastermind just based on the optics in this case, but we don't really know. To the extent that there's other information that implicates somebody differently, well, then there could be the potential to say that there's information that would help prosecute one of these individuals, that the DA would look favorably upon the other. So there's too much that we don't know to really opine on that point. But yes, of course, in a death penalty state, taking the death penalty off the table is numero uno priority for any defendant.
Right. We also don't know how the women were killed and who carried out the murder specifically, all part of evidence. Misty, thank you as always. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Marnie.